Sharif, please start the meeting. Please go ahead. Sharif and Lokesh, you can start the meeting.
Hi, is it audible?
Yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
good evening. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So we are here to discuss about the RESCARE 23. First of all, I would like to welcome all the EC committee members and RESCARE organizing team and student representatives for this meeting. This mainly meeting is regarding the RESCARE conference this QA session. So whatever query, what is what you want to ask about the RESCARE conference. So all the discussions going to happen here. So whatever your query you can ask, the most senior artists and EC committee members are ready. Your RESCARE organizing committees are ready to answer for your queries. So first of all, I would like to welcome everyone for this meeting, and I'm going to hand over Mr. Lokesh to continue this meeting.
Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be part of this meeting. We would like to take all questions from the student sides. So without wasting time, any students having any issues, please briefly come and explain what is the issues you are facing with respect to the registration fee or any uh, brochures or anything. Please let us know so that as a committee and as a central IRC, we will explain you the details in depth about everything so that any issues it will be clarified here itself. So we'll start another sessions for the questions. Please, students, any students you can answer, ask the questions. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Lokesh, we can hear you.
Okay. Before that, I would like to welcome Jitin sir to brief me about the RESCARE23 so that the students will be well aware of what is the program and everything. Sir, Jitin sir, can you explain about the RESCARE and the main conference?
Thank you, Lokesh, for your welcome message. Welcome all the students to this wonderful interactive Q&A session, which is organized by the Bangalore Regional Committee of Indian Association of Respiratory Care. I wanted to inform in the beginning itself that this can be a very informal interactive session where the students can straightforward ask their queries, their concerns regarding RESCARE annual meet, and their concerns regarding the participation and the rest of the things that they would like to share with us as organizing team, as well as your parent organization, that is um, our Indian Association of Respiratory Care. Thank you so much, Sharif and team, for their wonderful effort for the past 2 months, um, where they were organizing several educational activities on a weekly basis to encourage the students and to make benefit out of it to the real meaning uh, uh, of fulfilling the requirements and education, particularly the educational requirements of our students, especially those who are coming from a background where they do not have much experienced and qualified teaching faculties where the training is inadequate, especially the clinical training is inadequate. For them, it is a real, relief and motivational thing for that the Bangalore Regional Committee has taken care. So we would like to congratulate each member in the Bangalore Regional Committee and the faculty who dedicated their time for training the students who really showed interest in attending not only RESCARE, any kind of educational activities that we under the umbrella of IARC is organizing or organized in the past. uh, Taking from there, I'm not spending too much time on talking about the event. RESCARE is a very prestigious annual national conference of the Indian Association of Respiratory Care, which is this year it is going to be the 16th national conference of our association. Over the past 16 years, it was organized at various prestigious institutions, starting from Nizam's Hyderabad and all the way to Manipal and CMC Vellore, Coimbatore, Bangalore in the previous years, as well as in Kochi last year and 2013, as well as in 2017, and some other institutions as well in terms of, and sometimes we organized it in online platform as well during the COVID time in particular. So it is a national gathering of respiratory care professionals in and across our country, starting from the student level to the very experienced pioneers in our profession. Not only from national level, many a times we welcomed many international laureates to our conference, and we experienced their innumerable experience they shared with us, the lessons that they shared with us, the life experience that they learned, and moreover, the friendship that we created over the past years between us, between our senior members, between our pioneers, are it is always remaining with us. It was a light, it was a guiding light for all of us. It was a motivational thing for all of us uh, uh, to reach or pursue more in our career. And that was so this platform is a wonderful opportunity for socializing and interacting with pioneers, having creating a network between your own student, batchmates from other institutions. You will come to know what is happening with other institutions, their learning style. You will try to implement, or you will be sometimes asking in your institution to implement it. And so overall, it is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to interact, to have a network, and to showcase the importance of our profession to other community per se. In my experience, in the new generation allied health sciences courses, or allied healthcare, among the allied healthcare specialties, we the RTs are the only one specialty who is having such kind of a strong organization, backed by many pioneers in this profession, as well as backed by our students, faculties, and other supporters of our profession. And we are experiencing huge recognition at all level, not only in the private sector. In recent past, we started, to be a strong voice in many platforms where the representation of allied healthcare professionals are invited to share their views, to share their demands for establishing their profession in our country. So that strength is made because of the support of each one of us. we are the one, it is a unique voice for all of us. No matter how fast you are getting the result out of it, it is very important to have a unique voice. Today or tomorrow we will be having the benefit out of it. We have experienced it over the past many years, because when I started my career almost 15 years ago, there was very less RTs, only few pioneers were there to speak for us. And our organization was a very small organization, and uh, most of the time our voice were not that heard well in some important platforms, because they never consider us as very pioneering or strong organization most of the time. So right now our strength is huge. We are more than 2000 members in our organization, our association. We have nearly 1500 students studying across the country at different institutions with all the levels. So all these are very positive signs that we are seeing in terms of the growth of our profession. And for us, many of us may not be having a very good campus life, and our cultural events, our poster presentation sessions, our competitions are one of the wonderful opportunity to show and compete with your colleagues, or to showcase your talent at a national level platform. Just an example, if I would like to say here, one of the conference in Manipal, the organizing team announced a logo competition, a logo designing competition, way back in 2012, 2011 or 2012, if I remember correctly. And one of our student who she designed, she drawn a logo by using a pencil, and that is the logo that you are seeing today as IARC's logo. So it is a patented logo now. It is a trademark registered logo now. See how important it is. See, we faculties or that student, how they will be they will be feeling whenever they are seeing our logo on the website, or wherever you are searching for IARC, the logo is going to pop up. So this is the way our opportunities are really lies on. So this is one of the best opportunities that we all are having to interact each other, to get to know each other, to grow together. Let it be a platform, let it be a beginning. I invite all of you to come for the Rescare, and let's meet and chat there. With that sentence, I close my opening remarks. I invite each one of you to raise your hand, just open your mic, and straightforward ask your questions. Straightforward ask your questions, so we can try to answer as much as informations or answers that we can, as much as informations we will be sharing with you, to the best possible outcome that both of or all of us can receive by attending the Rescare event. Thank you so much. Without wasting our time or anyone's time here, straightforward, anyone, come forward and start asking your concerns or sharing your concerns, please.
Please ask your questions. Anyone having any doubts?
I mean, sir, with all due respect, I'm just asking one thing.
Yes.
Just why is the fees so high for the registration?
Okay, Joel and other colleagues, for your next questions from here onwards, you can, if you can address to whom your question, it will be really great. I think, may I answer this question for the beginning,
Yes, yes,
Sharif
sir.
and with
Yes,
Lokesh? Okay.
please.
with your permission, see, Joel, for organizing such kind of a national event very openly, we would like to share our experience. Over the past 10 months, since January, the date of the conference and the venue was announced in the month of January. If you remember correctly, if you don't remember, just go back to our Facebook page or other social media platforms. You will come to know, you will see our poster there. Since that time, Sharif and team were looking for a very good auditorium where we can accommodate all our students with the lowest cost. The auditorium is having a, if it is having a lower cost, and we need to accommodate nearly 500 people, and that venue should be reachable because we have many people coming from across the country, so they all should be able to reach that venue very easily. Also, another thing, those who are coming from outside Bangalore region, they should find a very reasonable accommodation also. Okay, so this is very important. So many factors are around us in selecting the venue. So finally, we received the approval from Bangalore Medical College very recently. Okay, we were behind the authorities for many days. Hope you remember the Bangalore BGS, there was a RESCON event. From that time, I personally went along with the Bangalore Regional Committee to meet the authorities in Rajiv Gandhi University. From there, all these proceedings they helped us to do, and finally they agreed to organize. Probably those who are studying in BMC will be knowing this is the first event they are allowing us to organize in that auditorium. Outsiders, any outsiders. Okay, so that is the venue selection. Once you select the venue, we have expenses. Okay, we have expenses. If you ask any hotels or good venues like St. John's, the students in St. John's will be knowing easily that per day the rent for the auditorium in St. John's, what they told us after their consideration for our group is 300,000, 3 lakhs, just only for the auditorium. If you look at some hotels, they charge based on uh, the lunch and the food they are providing. The minimum food cost they are asking us to pay is 1,500 or 1,600, if I remember correctly, per day for one person. 1,500 per day. That includes two snacks and one lunch. That's it. There is nothing else. In addition to this, we need to organize. That means 2-day conference, if you organize the food itself and the auditorium plus food, they charge it like this. It will cost 3,000 rupees in Bangalore. If you ask uh, the auditoriums outside, we have to pay for everything extra. Every other things like the display, the the LED displays, the audio visuals. Even if you ask for a water extra, you have to pay. Okay, our organization do not have that much of a heavy fund to support from the organization that this event let us organize. So how the RESCARE is run is, for your understanding, it is from the registration fee that we are matching and meeting the expenses. That's it. There is nothing, no profit, no gain to the organization or to anyone. If you ask the budget, which will be published and presented during the SCARE conference of the last year, exactly zero zero. Because of the ability of the organizing team in Kochi, they managed well their expenses were cut short to the maximum that they can, and they managed to limit the maximum they can for the or the for the hotel payment and all, with their good communication and abilities to interact with the hotel authorities there. In Bangalore, when we consider, there is no one is ready for giving us a concession rate. The last and least is the Bangalore Medical College that we received for the lowest expenses, but for the food, but for the auditorium and all the arrangements, we have to get the service from outside. So this expense divided by 500 people is the registration fee that you are paying. That is, if you ask me why it is so much high, based on what you say, based on which conference or based on some other events, if you say that it is very high, then we can have a comparison. If you are comparing with RESCON in BGS, the entire RESCON event auditorium and arrangements were sponsored by BGS Hospital. So we were not having that heavy expense, and it was a one-day event, and there were not much arrangements, not many outside faculties were coming there. There is no other activities happening. So it was smoothly organized with a very lower registration fee. If we are organizing it in an online platform, we can go way cheaper than that of what you are experiencing in terms of a physical event. Now, in addition to that, we have a dinner where we have a very good cultural event. There is an inaugural session. We are planning for bringing the ministerial representation this time. Probably from the central ministry, we have communication going on with them. Also from the National Commission representation, National Commission for Allied Healthcare Professions representation will be coming to our RESCARE conference during the inaugural session of the second day. So for all these, we are having great expense, and our budget is nearly 30 lakhs. It is compared to the previous year, it is double, not anywhere closer to the previous year RESCARE. For a double budget of RESCARE, still we managed to maintain a cost increment of 10 to 15% only in for the conference. If you look at the previous year conferences where RESCAREs or past any RESCAREs you take, that is the justification that I am here to give for you as a justification for slightly higher registration fee. Hope it is clear, and you are convinced why. Joel, we need an answer from you. If you are
Yes,
happy with
sir. But that's the thing, sir. I mean, like, I'm from Narayana Hridayala. I'm in Bangalore itself.
Mm.
Okay, so when I heard like Rescue was going to come in Bangalore, I was so happy. You know, I can see all these senior most RT staffs. We can have a lot of conversation over there, a lot of things over there. But then, like, the price is the thing which kind of, because we are students, sir. I mean, that's the
Have
thing.
you ever attended other conferences very recently, anywhere in any
Yes,
other
I
specialty?
was there for the last RESCON.
RESCON. Yeah. How
Yeah,
much you paid for registration?
I think somewhere around. I'm not remembering it correctly. 1,000 something
1,000
approx.
something, right?
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
that is for a freely, or if you have a uncle or someone, anyone from BGS, they can correct me, or they can challenge me if I am saying something wrong. I'm very truthful to you. That event was completely sponsored by BGS Hospital. Okay, and we were having a very less expense towards this, and the conference ended with a balance sheet, and that balance was, counted for Bangalore Regional Committee's activities.
Okay.
So I had,
Okay.
sorry to interrupt.
Compared
So
to
after
that,
that,
a 3-day national event, when you organize so much of more arrangements are required,
Okay, sir.
many faculties are coming for the conference. We need to at least give them the accommodation. We will usually, if you are inviting a faculty from anywhere in our country, we are supposed to provide them a honorarium. We are supposed to provide them a very good transportation facility from their hometown to Bangalore, and from the point of arrival to the venue and to the hotel, we are supposed to maintain and provide a transportation. We are supposed to provide a good accommodation and honorarium for the faculty. honorarium along with the memento to the faculty. But our faculties, they are very kind enough to understand the financial status of our organization and also to support you all. They are taking their own the money and the registration. They are also registering. Every faculty is also registering, and they are coming for our conference by their themselves. And we are trying to provide only the accommodation for them, for all the faculties who are coming for the conference. At least that we have to provide. That also accounted. We need to account memento charges. We need to account certification charges. We need to account audiovisual and the LED display and other displays, auditorium arrangements, flowers, bouquet, even for a candle that you have to pay. The designing of the brochure, designing of our website, maintenance of our website, and a lot more behind it to pay and get it done. And from where it is from us, it is our responsibility to build our own society, Joel and other colleagues.
Okay, sir, that I understand, but that's the only thing. So, I mean, I'll just ask you one more question. I mean, I'm a
Yeah.
third year student.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm as a third year and my second year peeps. Like, what are we gaining? Like, what are we taking away from this RESCARE? What are we gaining from RESCARE
It is a good
for this much amount of money? That's
very
my
good
question.
very good question, Joel. Okay. Yeah. So may I ask you? May I ask you one thing? Okay. You joined for BSc Respiratory Care course. Okay.
Yes.
What are you gaining from there? What are you gaining from there?
I mean, the other than academics,
No,
there's a
no.
lot of
You just say what are you gaining from there?
knowledge.
Knowledge.
Actually,
Right.
knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Then what else? Other than knowledge, what else?
So the knowledge. I mean, and then what else? I mean, knowledge is the main key. I mean, that's the thing.
Knowledge. What about your friends?
Yeah, friends is. I mean, I didn't pay the course to meet friends, right? Like, main is the knowledge itself.
No,
What I'm
I'm not
acquiring
asking
from
you
here.
whether you paid the fees or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about your faculty, their relation with them? Everything is your experience, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When we go organize a picnic from your college, if I ask the same question, what I will gain from by going to a picnic to Mysore or to other places? So there are questions which is very difficult to answer sometimes. Okay, but here I have definite answers. The answers are: first, knowledge; second, your faculty. They are experienced, they are well versed in their practice for a very long time, who have gained experience in their career by developing their own career at different level. So you need to interact with them, get guidance, proper guidance, get to know each other. You appear yourself. You should showcase your profile to your friends. You should learn how to, appear in front of a public group, because presentation skills are very important. Communication is very important for all of us. So where you will get a platform for all these things other than RESCARE?
Okay, but I mean, sir, we have met senior most artists in RESCON also, right?
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but
Yeah.
I mean, they have also shared their experiences. No, like that's what I meant.
Yeah, they shared, but even more. At a national conference, you still have even more opportunities to interact, to network.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So I will add you some more points of the about the regional conference. So what you was asked. So actually, the Bangalore Regional Conference is organized our Bangalore region. So it is a 1-day conference. Almost Bangalore conference is sponsored by some of hospitals. So the expenses will be very less. So there we are not calling any international faculties or outside faculties. We are taking all the faculties from Bangalore regions only. So because of that, all the expenses we can remove, and we can run by less budget. That is the reason we are charging very less amount for the Bangalore regional conference. National conference means extra expenses. Like expense means faculty who is coming from outside, we have to take care them. Then one other thing is like arrangements. The Bangalore expenses per one time food, how much is the expense. So it is you have to, we are providing 2 days conference, means it is morning snacks and lunch and evening, then dinner. So this 1 day expenses, it will reach around 1,500. So it is, if you calculate like that, why? Because what you are paying from your pocket and what you are getting, including that, other than all these other expenses, you are getting good knowledge. It is, you can see the topics, how it is, all the topics, and how the faculties, those coming from outside. Many seniors artists are coming and taking classes for you. They're taking their own pocket money and they're paying for the travel expense, and they're coming and sharing their knowledge to all the artists profession. So that is because of their dedication. It is nothing else, their dedication. So it is, we have to consider, we have to build our profession first. We have to support for building our profession. Which we can understand, students, very difficult to pay this much amount, but it is for us, we are calculated many times, we thought many times. So you can see our organizing committee, many of them are here. So you can see the discussions, what is going on last 1 week in our group. We are not getting the sponsors for the conference. We thought we'll get, we thought we thought we will get a sum of sponsorship amount. Then only we decided this much amount. So if we are not get any sponsors, we are going to lose our money, and it is going to end by minus amount. That is according to our budget. So it is a scenario. So all the people should understand and support our profession, and try to, don't expect anything benefit. So it is not a benefit, it is your profession, and it is your future career opportunity, or what the supports. And it means like, I think our general secretaries explained deeply and everything. So I don't want to waste your time. So please, all the people, understand what is the scenario in Bangalore. Other than this last conference, I know it is well managed by Kochi team, and it is very less. This means like it is not, we are not charged more than the, like I think it's almost 500 difference only. It is like compared to last conference. So, but it is they also got a very good some discount price in hotel. But Bangalore last 6 months, we are trying to get one place for less cost. We are, me and Logesh were roaming every hotels and every auditorium. We are not getting very less cost. It means like a cheap, our budget based price. We are not getting any places. So because that is a scenario in Bangalore city, because if we will get in the rural areas. But if we kept one program in rural areas, how people difficulty to come and attend, and how they're staying, and everything is difficult. So that is the reason we are looking in the city center areas. So finally, with the influence, it is a BMC, never happened any outside program in BMC auditorium. With the influence, Dr. Harish Shammam influence, we got a final entry for Bangalore Medical College auditorium. That also with the payment, not a free of cost. So please understand, this is the scenario. And anything else do you want, anyone want to ask, please, we are ready to answer. So our request is kindly support for this event. And it is our events, it is not a someone events, it is our organization, our programs. So we all together, we have to work. That's what I want to share to you other people.
So am I audible?
Yes.
The workshop is something we students need to attend as we get more good informations. So we don't need to skip that. So what I was coming to ask was that for the last RESCARE, we do not need to register for the workshop. So at least if the registration fee for the workshop is cut short, it will be better for us students.
The workshop, it is not a mandatory. It is up to you who can decide. It is not mandatory. You have to attend the workshop and both together. If you this is you can choose. If you want only conference, you can only register for the conference. If you want work attend together, that's you can choose that together. But it will be like a little higher expense. Like you have to pay a little more. So you
Okay,
understand?
sir.
I think
Thank you.
you got it.
You know, the reason,
Yes, sir.
the more payment reason is all during the previous conferences, we used to organize the workshop in as a small session in the same center where we are conducting the workshop. This year, it is at different locations, at different hospitals, and dedicated. It is a dedicated certificate course. That is the reason it is meant for those who are really interested, those who are experienced, and also some students, they will not understand the higher terminology. Like a second year student need not have to attend the ECMO workshop, like that. So it is a choice of the student. If they wanted to attend, they can attend. If they don't want, it is okay. But our target is the conference. Conference is it is affordable and it is accessible, understandable. That simple. The topic is, it is for everyone, from any level of the students to the faculty or working artists can attend. Even the consultants or physicians can attend the conference and get benefit out of it.
So anyone, any doubts, please, regarding the conference? Anything else do you want to ask? You can ask. It is a platform for you. You can openly, you can ask. There's no limitations. Yes, please. Anyone? Any doubts? The workshop will be, it is a certified course. It is a 1 day complete training theory program. That also is the organizing team, like the each hospitals. The team was working very hard to organize the workshop and their one team is like say for example ECMO, almost 10 15, 12 faculties are working for that. So the 12 faculties are going to 60 only. We are giving only 60 seats for each hospitals. This ECMO means 60. As HFOV 60. So you only 60 members will be there. Those who are coming that day, that after finishing 5 o'clock, if you are coming out, you will be 99% you will be perfect for that topic, because it is the hands-on session, and the theory classes will be there, then hands-on will be there, then you can train. It is a demo session also, so it is a lot of Bangalore expert training people, and some international faculties are coming for taking this workshop session. So it is a very valuable workshop sessions that is very you can utilize. It is nothing you are going to lose. It is, you are going to get a certificate 1 day training certificate. You are separately, you are going, not other than this conference certificate, you are separately you are going to get 1 day certificate course. You are done this ECMO certified course, 1 day certificate course. It is, we are giving that certificate for all those are attending this workshop. Please, anything, anyone wants?
Hello, Sharif.
Yeah.
Too many people are facing some validation issue. Can you just address that?
Validation issue for registration, you was asking?
Yes, while registering, few people are facing some validation error. So
Okay,
can
okay.
you just explain the solution for this?
What do you mean by validation error, Lokesh? We did not understand.
While
It is
they
showing the
entering,
like, registering time. While registering, some people are facing this issue validation. Some message.
Just check their VPN is not on. Their mobile has a good internet connection. That's it. We do not validate anything unless they are registering as a member. If they are registering as a member, their membership should be valid. So the validation will be by system by default will check. For example, somebody has taken the membership 5 years before and their membership was already expired. And if they try to register with that membership ID, it will not recognize. System will not allow. That is the only scenario where the validation issue is coming. Otherwise, there is no such issues are arising at all. If you are still arising some issues like this, they can take a screenshot and send the time and accounts used for registration. We can track it down and we can find a solution if there is a problem like this. But so far, we have not heard any such problem from anyone.
Yes, even for me also yesterday I tried to register. So some validation error, but in the morning it was very
Did
smooth.
you register for the event before? Already you are registered?
No, I was just entering the details. So by entering the agree and for the payment process, before the payment, it's showing as a validation error. So I thought some network issue, and I tried in the today's
No,
morning.
no. When you that's why I was mentioning. You check all the informations without unnecessary gaps or any dot or your membership ID is correct and all the details entered is correct, and your email is matching with your membership ID email that you are given at the time of registration of the membership ID. If they by entering your membership itself, your information will be fulfilled. I mean, totally
Yes, yes,
filled automatically, right?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so usually there is no chance for error. If the VPN is on or something like this, usually this kind of error is supposed to come. But you send the screenshot of that error code, we can check on it. No
Yes, yes.
problem. But
Today morning it was very smooth. Yes, yes.
we received more than 20 registrations yesterday.
Yes, no, in the morning I tried, but it was very smooth in the morning.
Okay,
No
it
issue.
went very well, right? So it may be a network issue.
Yes.
It's not anything related to our management.
Mm. And one more questions which was I'm getting as a DM was,
See,
is
for
there
the
any?
students, I wanted to say something more, Lokesh and Sharif. Your friends, okay, students, dear students, you may have one or two of your friend, usually maybe one of your friend, who really has a difficulty. You all are coming for the conference, suppose, but that person is because they have no money. They are finding it very difficult to fulfill their day-to-day requirements, and they wanted also to come with you all to the conference, and you are not finding a way to support them to help your friend. Let our organizing team know it personally. You communicate their information very personally. We have some of our good-hearted members, they IARC members as well, or other outsiders also ready to support them by providing their travel expense, they're providing their registration expense and all those things. We can find a support for such kind of people, but it should be a genuine request. Okay, genuine request. When somebody is supported by others, it should be a genuine request. It's with a good heart they are doing it, so we cannot cheat anyone. Our team will inquire about it, but if it is a genuine request, we can support them. Take it in a, as a good message and consider it. That also we can do.
Any students, anyone wants to ask any questions, any queries, please.
One more question to the Sharif. Is there any extension for the early bird access, or it will be very strict with the closing date? Is people are asking.
The extension were not decided till now, so we are waiting for till 6. So there is no discussion about the extension of early birds.
Sir, do we have any accommodation facilities?
Accommodation facilities, we are not taking responsibility, so we can help out. There is no issue for accommodations helping, so our team is ready to help you all. So there is a hospitality contact, so you can contact that number, you can give the details so that we can help for the cheapest accommodation we can find out and give.
Okay, sir.
Sharif, if there are no questions, can we wind up the session?
Yeah, I think there is no care, so we can wind up.
Sherry, good evening. I am Dr. Saumi from Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences. I'm a faculty here. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah, Sharif, some of the students asked about accommodation. We have most of them are girl students. So when they come to Bangalore city, if you have any dormitory, hostel, anything near the venue, it would be good because.
So, yeah, sure, ma'am. We are finding the good places, and we are trying to book one place for all those who are coming for the RESCARE. So that is a plan. So we are finding the place near to that venue. But it is once we get the total of number of the accommodation team, means how many of them is required. Depends on that, we are planning to arrange. So it will be best price we are finding, and we will be trying to get it, because that area, it is little expensive, but we will try to get a best price, and we have some knowing people also. So we are trying to get booked one complete hotel and provide for only for these students.
Yeah, okay. So I hope these students will be registering anyway, but the concern for the registration fee is too high because they have to travel and all. I hope if the company sponsor, if you can extend the early bird, at least like somebody requested now, no? Because when the company sponsor, I think if you can consider, I'm not saying, we also did the RESCARE last year, so we know the difficulty, but the point of conducting today's meeting was some clarification. So if we say the same thing and again, I don't think there was a use for the meeting. So some students were asking, like the meeting was to consider their concerns, right? So we have to give some discounts, I think, because if we have to get a large amount of crowd, so if we stick to the same thing again and again,
we are looking for that, because we are every second we are finding the companies, and we are trying to get some sponsors, but still is no companies as like confirmed. So we are waiting for that also. Then the giving discount price, it is very not possible, because already his website everything is done. Then It is very difficult, but it is, we can, whatever it is input from this meeting, we can have a discussion in the organizing. We need to discuss in the organizing committee, and with committee approval, whatever solution we can find, that is actually mainly we call this meeting for getting input, like whatever is suggestions, what is requirement. According to the requirement, we are going to discuss with the organizing team, organizing committee, and the final approval is it will come by from organizing committee, ma'am.
Yeah, I understand. I understand your difficulty very much, because we organize. It is very easy to ask for discount, but it is difficult to give. I know that. Not discount. What they are asking is the extension of early bird and dormitory accommodation, because it will come around more than 5,000 for one particular student. So I hope we can help somehow. Thank you so much. Yeah, all the best.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable points. We will discuss about these points, and we'll see how we can work out that. We can, whatever best we can do, we will do, ma'am. Anyone, anything is, any help, anything is you want to ask, please. If it is, there is no query, we can wind up the meeting. I think we can wind up the meeting. Thank you for attending and giving your valuable input, and we will try to do better solution, and we will try. So we want all your support for getting registration. It is our profession, and we have to build our profession. So you all are supports, and so you have to bring all your colleagues for this national conference. So I hope we can meet in the national conference, and thank you so much.
Thank you all.